everybody. I'm Denis Creighton, CEO of IMPT, and this is Mike English, CTO and co-founder.
Thank you, Denis. Today we're talking to you guys, and thank you for sitting here. We're also talking to our community, who spend a lot of time browsing over these videos. So, just a couple of things we want to talk about first, Denis. CEX, we're still in discussions with a number of CEXs. Do you want to take that a little bit further?
Yeah, we're already out there on 4, and we're talking to top 10 CEXs at the moment as well. And the whole idea is, where we want to go and what we want to do. We want to make sure that we're doing what's right for our community, but more importantly, that it's right for IMPT and what IMPT is about. And hopefully by the end of this presentation, you'll have a deep understanding as to what it is we're doing and why we are called the Planet's Loyalty Program.
Yeah, another item that's been spoken about a lot within our community at the moment, just to explain to people here, we currently have around 21,000 people in our community. We have a tokenomics of about 3 billion tokens, 1 billion of them in issue, and we're currently going through a growth phase in terms of tech. So for the last 2 months, we haven't been marketing our concept, and that's all around building out our use case 1, use case 1.5, and use case 2. We'll talk about those this morning. And just in terms of marketing, Denis, can you give a quick update on where that's going?
Yeah, so we're very fortunate recently to have hired a new marketing lead, and she has come from Binance. So prior to that, she was with Genesis. So clearly she understands the world of blockchain and how best to push that. As Mike said, we've been holding back a little bit on our marketing and advertising because you can only market a concept for so long. Our use case 2 goes fully live on the 2nd of April, and that is the all singing, all dancing app from a point of view of being able to enable online shopping and the ability to actually get carbon credits as part of that process. We've started to do quite a lot now across the board on all of the social channels, and we'll discuss later on through the presentation at the very end of it. What we announced here yesterday is the launch basically of a franchise model and how we're going to market that and how we're going to push that and drive the user community.
Yeah, and just on top of that, guys, the reason we attend these events is to talk to you guys. There's a lot of positions available in IMPT at the moment. We're signing our 3rd or 4th franchise deal here in Dubai this week. So come and talk to us. There's both franchise positions, paid positions. Trying to resolve an issue like climate change is difficult. We have a couple of hundred people in our company, but we need a large community to work with us globally to make this happen. And just on that point, Denis, we're very interested to hear people with retail backgrounds.
Yeah. That's one of the reasons that we're going down basically retail franchising on the blockchain and what that actually means. It's quite important that the more people that understand what we're about, the bigger the impact will be on the environment. And 37 billion tons of carbon emissions last year, the highest in the history of records. So something has to be done about that. And as I always say, politicians create policy, but it's people who create change. And I believe that we are all the people that can actually have to make that difference for our children and our children's children.
Yeah, just to follow up on that point, if you are a retailer, if you come from existing retail stores, our APIs are very open. We take on, any retailers that want to come onto our platform and use our carbon credit modules. All our APIs are open. They're easy to integrate to. So again, if you're a retailer, come and talk to us. We'd love to show you what we do, and we're going to run through that a little bit here today. And also master franchisees, as Denis said, we're really keen to pick up people from different countries and bring them into IMPT.
So let's jump into a little bit of explaining what we're about.
Yeah, so the primary objective of IMPT is to tokenize carbon credits. So you will have heard us speaking last night about, the issues that have been found in the carbon credit market. So carbon credits come from the Kyoto Protocol. They're a mechanism to reduce 1 ton of carbon from the environment every time a carbon credit is created. What we do, very simply, is we allow people to shop to achieve carbon credits. All our carbon credits are 100% transparent. They're all verified projects, so they're UN verified. You choose your carbon credit, so when you have money in your account, you can choose the carbon credit you desire. You can also buy carbon credits, and then in terms of our application, you can hold that carbon credit, you can trade that carbon credit, or most importantly, you can retire that carbon credit. That is the most fundamentally important thing about our application. The more carbon credits get retired, the more value we are to the environment. This is our topology network. We'll talk about this to anybody who wants to integrate with us, from a user perspective, from an API perspective. Come to the stand and we'll give you more detail on this. But in terms of tokenizing of carbon credits, that module is fully live now. It's trading very well. We've had significant interest from all over the world in terms of buying and selecting the carbon credits on our platform. That's okay, Dennis, I've covered that. Our next use case is 1.5. Again, this use case is live, trading at the moment. Its objective is to bring shopping, our first module of shopping. This includes, next slide, Dennis, this includes 10K partner brands, so our affiliate network has been delivered here. You're able to earn carbon credits from your shopping, and ultimately this helps the environment. So this is the first time we've released shopping with our carbon credit modules. Next slide, Dennis.
I think the important thing about that as well is timing couldn't have been better. From the digital transformation that was driven by COVID happening brought so many people onto online shopping. Everyone from 8 to 80 understands that it's so easy to do it. And the great thing about our platform as well is that we're actually bridging Web 2 and Web 3 and off-net to be able to actually purchase our brands.
Yeah, 100%. This is a small selection of our brands. You can see, Visa, Samsung. The airlines are very interested in us, so when you take a flight, you immediately retire the carbon that it took to take that flight. That's their interest. All these deals are through affiliates, but they're all direct relationships from IMPT to the retailer. So each one of these retailers is handled individually through our affiliate networks, and each one gives a different level of discount, loyalty for the carbon credits. This list expands every week. We add about 1,000 retailers a week from our affiliate networks. As you can see, there's varying numbers of brands. They come from all the different sectors, so you'll see flights, accommodation, tech, retail, etc., all the different taxonomies of retail. Dennis?
And I think the important thing as well is we're not looking for people to make a significant change in how they go about their day-to-day shopping. Basically, we just wanted them to be socially conscious that by going through our application and our platform, they can actually earn IMPT tokens, which are converted into carbon credits, and they immediately start to make an impact into reducing carbon emissions across the world.
Yeah, great. So use case 1 and use case 1.5 are live, and we're currently moving now into use case 2. The key objective of use case 2, you can kick on, Dennis, please. The key objective of use case 2 is our app tech. So over the next week, we will launch on Google and Apple stores. And, again, you'll be able to use your carbon credits, buy carbon credits, you'll be able to shop. We're introducing our soul-bound token module, and we're also introducing our sell carbon credits module. So you can trade. Our carbon credit marketplace will be live in this edition. Dennis, next slide, please. These are some of the views. Again, you'll be able to go in and download it next week. We have our carbon credit list, we have the value of those carbon credits, and then we trace your value within our ecosystem. So the more carbon credits you retire, the more you buy, the more points you get, the more Solbond tokens you get. Thanks, Dennis.
And we want to get to a position where people are actually comparing the projects that they're involved in, so it becomes part of a socially conscious environment. People will want to actually be able to talk about the impact that they're making as part of their day-to-day lives for the future of our families.
Yeah, and use case 3, we're launching over the next couple of months. Use case 3 is all about increasing the community of IMPT members around the world. We will introduce a platinum, gold, and silver level. These are built both for loyalty and staking. So we built our loyalty engine into our staking engine, all built in-house. And the objective here is to bring our community in to work with us, but also to pay them for that time in terms of our staking. So we have 3 different membership levels, our platinum, gold, and silver. As you can see, you need to hold 300,000 IMPT tokens for up to 12 months. There is quarterly exits for people who want to exit early. Our Platinum membership club will be limited to 1,000 members. That's actually filling up quite quickly at the moment from what we hear. That will be live, the staking element of that will be live next month. In terms of gold, very similar. We ask you to stake 150,000 tokens. We limit our numbers to 2,000. We give it 12% APY. Just on our platinum membership, we give 17% APY. And then on silver, we give 10% APY. We'd love to talk to people here today about these loyalty engagement pieces. And next slide, sorry, Denis. And how they operate. So this is our platinum membership. We've launched this week on our website. Platinum is a significant growth area for us. These shoppers come into our company, they work with us, they spend time within our company, they attend our monthly meetings, they work with us on strategy, they work with us on decision making. Go ahead, Denis.
And they get to a position as well where they're actually getting free carbon credits for being part of our story, and they actually, as part of anything they do from a shopping point of view as well, will do the same.
Yeah, absolutely. Gold is the same, guys. Again, come and talk to us about this, and silver the same. And then we want to wrap up on this piece, which is very important to us. So IMPT currently has about 20,000 brands, about 1 billion individual SKUs that you can buy from. We haven't counted them, by the way, but our brands bring in X amount of SKUs each. That was the first phase of the project. The second phase is much more intricate, and that's why we've been calming down on our marketing effort over the last 2 months. The next phase, as I described earlier, is rolling our platform out to individual retail all over the world. So for instance, here in Dubai, we're working with a master franchisee who owns a significant number of retail, and they will grow our brand to individual segments of the retail industry within Dubai. So in theory, what you should be able to do is use your IMPT online to purchase all your online purchases, and then offline to purchase within your local pharmacy, your local hotel, your local bar, your local cafe. This is very important to us. This is one of the clinchers for us to try and make a difference here. Having master franchisees within each of our countries enables us to grow rapidly. These are, sorry, Denis.
Yeah, so I mean, basically what we have here, this is the B2B element of our use case. I mean, prior to this, it's been very much B2C. So with the retail brands, it becomes a B2B2C, and this as well is very much a B2B and a B2B2C as well. So hope that didn't confuse you. But the whole idea here is the more franchisees that we get, the more brands that come on board, the more people that engage, the more impact that we're actually making on the planet and to the environment.
Yeah, absolutely. There's really zero cost to becoming a master franchisee. You just need to hold a number of IMPT tokens. Once you have those tokens, they are staked, so you continuously earn an income on your tokens during the period of master franchisee. As said, this is only been released in the last couple of days, but we've had a lot of success in this area and a lot of people coming on board. In terms of our regional master franchisees, these guys work in regions outside of cities, so areas where you have a number of towns, a large area, so we bring regional franchisees in and that, and then we have city franchisees. All of these work under the master franchisee of the country, and they operate within cities. So for instance, our master franchisee in the UAE has looked to take on the entire UAE with their team, so there isn't an opportunity here necessarily, but in other countries, other regions, other cities, there's a significant opportunity to get involved. Again, you do not pay for these franchises. This is a staked opportunity. So it's really using the utility of the IMPT token. And that was the primary objective of us moving to the blockchain. The first problem we solved in the blockchain, as this defines, was tokenizing and carbon credit. And the reason we had to do that, from our perspective, was there's a lot of fraud in the carbon credit market. We've stopped that in terms of creating an NFT, minting that NFT, making it visible on a ledger on the blockchain. But that's only one usage. The next usages of our token are in terms of getting this out to the world. So our tokens are now used to expose IMPT to countries, cities, regions, and allow people to come on and support us. Climate change is not something one company can fix. There needs to be a huge amount of effort, a huge community to make this a reality. We're here for the next few days, guys. We'd love to chat to anybody in retail. If you come from a carbon credit background, we're very interested in signing new deals on carbon credits. We've done a 50 million euro deal this year. We're the biggest player on the blockchain. Nobody gets near us. Other blockchains work off retired carbon credits. We only work off active Web3 carbon credits that are digitized and tokenized. So people from a carbon credit background, a retail background, and obviously the master franchisee area, we'd love to talk to you. We're over there in one of the stands, and there's somebody there at all times. And thank you so much for listening to me. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.